Welcome back to the Ration Review with your host XBradTC. The normal French military ration is the RICR, Ration de Combat Individuel Réchauffable, meaning individual ration that can be reheated. That, however, is not the topic of conversation today. We are instead going to be addressing the ration individual to exercise. Alright, many times when you go to the field, you're just going for the day. You get up, you have breakfast in the mess hall, you go out, you spend all day in the field, you come back and have late dinner in the mess hall. What do you do for lunch? Well, in the Army, we would very often either A, eat an MRE, or B, have our meals sent out to us in Mermite cans. Mermite cans, insulated food containers, what have you, a hot meal. Sometimes that's a hassle, so you would just go with a ration. Well, since the French ration is normally a 24-hour ration, it's too much and too expensive to use during just a single day of training. And so they devise the individual meal for exercise purposes. And in a sense, it is very similar to the U.S. tailored operational training meal, which we will be discussing later. For now, let us take a look here. This is menu number 6, and you might notice it says avec pork. Okay, the French military has a very large percentage of Muslims compared to most other militaries due to immigration and their extensive North African colonial holdings over the years. So about half of the French rations contain no pork, and those that do have pork have it very clearly labeled. Alright, did a little bit of research. I believe this is pork salad. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead, pop this thing open, take a look, see what's inside. Menu number 6, best consumed by 18 March 2018, no resale. 1 entree, 1 plat cuisine froide, which I believe is a side, 1 dessert, biscuits de campagne, 1 bar sucré, which I believe is a sweet bar or fruit, 1 bar de chocolat, and 1 packet de mouchoirs, which I have no idea what that is. It's 1 packet of something. Alright. Alright, and you'll notice these are all commercial off-the-shelf items, which drives down the costs for our French friends. Pâté de foie, some kind of sweet bar. The chocolate bar. The biscuits. Oh, nice little packet of napkins or toilet paper, if you will. The dessert is Mont Blanc chocolate, extra fine. Looks like a pudding, I can't quite tell. Garniture pour sandwich, so some kind of spread for the sandwich. And the pork salad. So, very interestingly, no beverages, no beverage-based powders, no soup or anything like that. Just tinned, commercial, off-the-shelf items. Let's go ahead, get this on a tray, and let XBrad have his dinner. Alright, the RIE, as it is commonly referred to, is designed to be eaten cold. This is a 300-gram pork salad, Danielle et Denise. Let's see how it looks. It's designed to be eaten cold, but let me tell you, that congealed mess does not look particularly appealing. Ah, that's what it is. It's potatoes and pork. A little bit of pork left. I'm hungry, so definitely want to get that. Also, interestingly, no accessory pack, no spoon or fork in the package. So open up the biscuits, take a look. Very typical European biscuits, crackers as we would call them. And since this is the stuff that go with the crackers, we'll put that over here with them. Trying to do this without breaking the crackers. They're hard crackers and I suspect they're relatively fragile. Yep, managed to break one. See what the topping for the crackers looks like. It is some sort of pate, and I'm not sure what it is. Here's our dessert. And yes, it's chocolate pudding. Trying to do this without slinging chocolate pudding everywhere. Fruit bar, which, oh wow, that looks like a giant fruit candy. And the chocolate bar, which, yeah, I managed to break that in two, but it's chocolate. You know, chocolate is good, whatever. And since I want to be fairly fastidious here, let's see if we can't open these pack of napkins slash toilet paper. Here we go. One out of the bunch. And it has a feel more of a napkin than a toilet paper, just because I knew you wanted to know that. Let us try a little of the garnishment on a cracker. Very bland. Yeah, I'm not really sure what kind of meat that is. Almost tastes like a deviled ham, though it appears there is some, is that a pimento? Certainly looks a lot like a pimento. Not bad. The cracker tastes pretty good. I'm trying to think of an equivalent. I mean, it's like a flat bread. Very hard. It's not like a saltine or anything like that. Very rich texture. Quite tasty. Let's move on to the pork salad. It's quite tasty. I mean, you can see the herbs all over this. And potato, a very good proportion of ham. What looks like, is that a green bean? Yeah, it's a green bean. Quite tasty. I bet this would be very good if I'd heated it up, but unlike retort pouches, these aren't really designed to be boiled. I mean, yeah, you could do it, or you could put it on a plate and heat it up or whatever. The 24-hour French ration comes with a little foldable field stove and a couple of Esbit tablets. So you could just crack it open, put it on top of the stove and heat it up. But again, this being the training ration, it doesn't come with that. That's quite good. I think I'll use the fork in the future. But for now, let's try the fruit bar. It's like a giant gumdrop in a weird form. And it does have a sugary coating on the outside. I do believe that's apricot, I'm not sure. See if I can tell from the wrapper. Might be pear. Hard to tell. Poirot Gourmand. But that's quite tasty. The chocolate bar, which is dark chocolate, and you can see it has quite a bit of bloom on it, the fat bloom. This is, I believe, 70% cocoa. Now, we're going to be here a while. It's going to take me a while to go through this little piece. It's good. Not very sweet at all. Americans over the years have gotten very used to Hershey's milk chocolate, and even Hershey's dark chocolate is much sweeter than this. It's quite hard. Doesn't instantly melt in your mouth. Almost has a gritty texture to it. I mean, it's good. Once again, very tasty. Kind of want to try this without the cracker, see if I can't get a better idea what that is. Yeah, definitely tastes like a deviled ham. Tasty. If you have regular bread and you could make a regular sandwich, maybe a little mayo, that would be good. Finally, let's try the dessert. It's like an instant pudding cup in the US, except it's a little softer consistency. We expect a little bit more than that. Yeah. And it's not as sweet as a US one would be. It's very, very weird, because we have a very specific understanding of what the consistency of an instant pudding should be. This is very weird, putting it in your mouth the first time. Which, yeah, that's what she said. But very tasty. Alright guys, I know this has been a very quick video, but then again, it's a very quick meal. There's not a lot to it. What there is quite tasty. It's very simple. And being commercial off-the-shelf items, it's very quick and easy for our French friends to package them. And of course, everything tastes very good. It's just a little bit different from what we're used to. Guys, this has been the Ration Review, the Ration Individuel exercise. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will be back soon. Trying to think of what the next ration we're going to look at will be, and I suspect it might well be the tailored operational training meal. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. All right. Bon appetit.